Do you or your staff spend hours preparing for a weekly staff meeting? Is taking notes viewed as a punishment? Is follow-up a joke? Does admin feel like a full-time job? If so, you're going to want to watch this video. We all know the importance of meeting agendas and following a meeting process properly, but we just don't have the time to do it all. Meetings are most often scheduled with a vague title and no subject body. It's not surprising that meetings often go just as vaguely, and for the most part are considered a waste of time by many employees. I'm going to show you a lightweight meeting format and give you a free template you can download and use to get started. Oh, and by the way, it won't take 87 hours of preparation or administration every week to get the job done either. This agenda is effective for staff meetings, so if you're a vice president, a director, or a manager, this is for you, and typically you're using this agenda for your staff meetings with your direct reports. The meeting agenda consists of 7 parts. The first step in the meeting is housekeeping and welcoming. This is a time for small talk. How's your weekend? How's Sally doing? Etc. Essentially, it's a casual icebreaker and a personable moment before the meeting begins. The second step of the meeting is to follow up on action items that are currently open, usually noted in the former staff meeting. This drives a minimum cadence of accountability and responsibility, and it's very important. Anyone with a previous action item knows that they're going to have to report out to the team. In the third step, it has 2 parts: soliciting and deciding on the topics for this meeting. In the first part, we want to solicit topics from the staff that they would like to discuss. You can go from staff member to staff member and solicit topics, or perhaps just ask, does anybody have any topics they would like to surface in this team meeting? It may sound something like this. Shane, are there any items you would like to discuss in today's meeting? And if there is, I may say something like this. Yeah, I have an unexpected staff outage coming up that I will need some help from the team to help cover. This is the hardest part of this meeting format. It's human nature for people to want to expound on their ideas and provide additional context, which very quickly can turn this discussion item into a meeting of itself. Sometimes it will take practice, both from the staff and the meeting leader, especially in the beginning of this format when it's new for everyone. Spend the time though, practice, and after an iteration or 2 of the meeting, people get it. It's possible that some items may be important and require additional follow-up, consultation, or maybe even another meeting. That's fine. The point here, though, is to fit discussion topics within the time allotted in the actual staff meeting, though. The fourth step is to go through report outs and business items as normal. These are your typical things that you would normally discuss and you probably do already. This is likely on their metrics, or perhaps they give you the highlights, the lowlights, maybe even a 4-box update of their responsibility to the business. Whatever is normal for your business, as long as it's succinct, concise, and consistent week over week. The 5th step is to go through those items identified in step 3 that wanted to be discussed in the meeting. Stay succinct, stay concise, and stay within your time parameters. It's okay for an item to need to be discussed further. However, it doesn't have to be discussed in front of everyone in the meeting necessarily. So if we need another meeting, let's go ahead and schedule another meeting for that specific item. Now, the 6th step is for the leader to provide their team with the overall context for what's going on in the company, etc. This is for their overall updates. It may be tempting to put this earlier in the meeting, but trust me, don't. 1, having the leader's time on the agenda time boxes the previous items that were discussed. Everyone usually wants to hear the leader's updates. 2, any updates may influence other important items to be brought up in step 3 where discussion topics are being surfaced. 3, if a related item is surfaced, a leader can easily say, we'll definitely discuss this in my portion of the meeting that's coming later. The 7th and final step of the meeting is simply to review the action items assigned for the next meeting, and also call for additional discussions that may need to be discussed based on the meeting that we just had. Then we can adjourn the meeting. That's it! It works! If you want a free meeting agenda template for this meeting format, click on the link below and just give it a download. Please hit subscribe, please take care, and be excellent out there. This is Shane of Everetics. Bye now.